What's going on, guys? This will be a little bit more of like a rant than anything else, and like a training video or anything that's like too informative. But one thing that I guess you could say is like a pet peeve of mine. It's not really like, it's an innocent question. It is not anything that I think anyone does on purpose or anything. But people will say, they'll say, what's the best way to train? And to me, it's very simple. The best way to train is you work backwards. You decide what you want to train for and you train that way. So like powerlifting, what's the best way to train for powerlifting? It's like the best way, the most specific and best way to train for powerlifting is to practice the squat, bench, and deadlift for singular reps done to the competition standard. Now, obviously, you can't just do that. You have to do some supplementary work to that. People have played around with the idea of only training the big three with singles, and the problem with it is it's just so time consuming. It is the most specific, but to do 5 sets of 5 would otherwise be 25 singles is just a lot more, consolidating those reps just makes a lot more sense. But really anything, the more reps you do, the further and further away from specificity you're getting in terms of power lifting. So it's just a funny thing to me because people, especially people who I have no idea who they are, they'll message me and they'll say, what's the best way to train? It's like, I don't even know you. So I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're training for. Best way to train for what? Powerlifting, bodybuilding, ping pong, swimming, standing on your head. I don't know what. Yeah, that's why it's just like a silly question to me. Is because like you answer that question yourself by what you want to do. What do you want to be able to do? Maybe if you can't do it yet, you have to perform some regressions to whatever you want to be able to perform. If it's something like lifting weights, the movements are not very difficult. It's just getting good at them is difficult. So lifting very heavy weight is difficult, but the very simplistic movements can usually be done by generally everybody as long as you have all your limbs and you can walk and stuff. Almost anybody can squat the bar, but it's at the upper end that it becomes impressive versus something like weightlifting where there's a huge learning curve to simply be able to do the movement correctly. Powerlifting is very simple. It's very basic. But yeah, it's just something I get, and I don't mean to be, it's definitely not like something that really actually bothers me. I just think it's funny because I get this question really multiple times a day. What's the best way to train? It's like there is no best way to train, first of all, but so depending on what you want to do, it's your goal, that will determine how you train. Even if your goal is to be the best power lifter or be the best whatever, that doesn't mean you're going to train the same way as the next person who that's their goal. But that's the biggest thing is you have to determine what you want, and that will lead you down your path. Yeah. I probably could have been more eloquent with that, but I may or may not post this video. I just thought it was funny. I'm going to the gym right now, and I just thought I'd talk a little bit. But yeah, I may or may not post this. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really matter. I'm having fun with the YouTube thing. We just hit 14K. I'm 5 days out from my meet, the showdown. I really would record, but there's not much to really record lately because I'm not really doing anything. Training's been pretty easy. I'm gonna go do some very light leg accessories right now, and then we fly out in 3 days. We might do a little bit of a workout when we're there, but I doubt it. And yeah, I'm just trying to do cardio, stay moving, eat healthy, good sleep. But the work's been done. There's nothing really I can do now. So it's really just like a waiting game. Definitely pretty antsy. Want to get in there and do it. But definitely, once we're actually traveling, I'll try to have at least a few little kind of clips of our progression up into Kansas City. Maybe get some funnier, just kind of casual content of us traveling. But thank you guys for watching. Little update, little rant thing. And I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Thank you all.